So I know like a lot of people throw the transition thing at people.
Yeah.
And in terms of where they think they're supposed to be. And I thought, depending on where you are in life, the transition would look different each and every time for each and every person.
And it does.
And it does. So I just feel like if you could elaborate on that. Because I know everyone thinks the transition looks like this person or that person. You understand what I mean?
There's no definitive avatar for what the transition looks like. And who feels it knows it. And when I say who feels it knows it, really hold on to that statement that I just made. Whatever stage you are at is what it is. But no, there are certain things that you're going to have to leave behind if you want to survive. And there are certain things that you're going to have to adopt if you want to stay alive and move forward.
That's right.
Because society programs us to be in a particular place that doesn't serve us. And that place is in servitude. So if you think about the establishment of this country, and when I talk about the establishment, think about people who figured out that in order to become a billionaire, I can't use my 14 hours alone in a day of 24 hours to become a billionaire. So it's easier for me to manipulate 1,000 people within their 40 hours a month to get their full service on tick for 30 days and then choose what I want to pay them. Now I've got 1,000 employees giving me 40 hours a week, which is however many hours a month. And then I'm choosing what I want to pay them based on what they've earned in revenue for this corporation that is totally mine. Now, if you figured that out from a corporate level, and then you share that in terms of societies, and when we say societies, it's not just Freemasons, because there are many societies.
Of course.
And you share that with your brotherhood, to these people that we call the great unwashed, who are totally unaware that these high echelons even exist. Then they've got to be conditioned to serve, to be this cannon fodder for the economy that brings in all that revenue for the 1%. Now, if you had that information and you're below the 1%, now your job is to form your own teams and make it happen for yourself. But most of us can't get beyond our initial programming. And then what do we say? Oh, you think you're special? Who do you think you are? Do you think you're this? Do you think you're that? And we use these terms like, oh, they. Don't you want to be like them? And we're not talking about Sam Smith. When we say they, we're talking about the 1%. So don't you want to adopt what they have and make it local so that you can actually make that a factor in your own life for self-preservation? And if not, you really got to ask yourself, what are you fighting and why not? The SigmaCarta YouTube channel is filled with content, but the difference between that and our premium Patreon platform is Patreon actually gives us the application of all the lessons we're learning on YouTube. SigmaCarta community is designed for our personal, spiritual and entrepreneurial development. There's no way we can just hear information once and get it. So what we've done is we've broken it down into sections, lesson plans, seminars and courses so that we can actually adopt into our lives what we didn't with 48 Laws of Power. Even though we know all of the lines that sound impressive to our friends and we're still in exactly the same psychological place as when we first picked it up.